Good day, my I choose shakers and movers. How y'all doing out there? I hope that everyone is well in their body and in their mind, especially with all the transitions and things that are changing and continue to change. So I was thinking about you guys in between session, as always, wanting to make sure you guys are up to date on how to continue to improve yourself. And one of the things that I want to talk to you briefly about is being a leader. So I was speaking with someone and they did not believe themselves to be a leader. And I had to quickly correct them because I am a firm believer that we all are leaders in some form. So, for example, being a leader as a mother, being a leader as a father, being a leader as an aunt or cousin, in your job, in your personal life, in your marriage. So we all have this ability to lead. Now, whether we actively participate in it is something totally different. So what I wanted to help you guys with is first understand that you are a leader, even if you follow. I believe that some of the greatest leaders are the ones who follow. I don't have a problem with following as long as it makes sense. And as long as it's something positive, I would definitely step down and follow because that's where growth can happen. Now, I don't mean being a follower of foolishness or negativity. No, not that following. The follow that would enhance you as an individual. I think that's very important. So I wanted to do a quick education on the difference between a great leader and a good leader, because there is a difference. Now, most leaders possess these different traits. There are many, many traits. You have traits of loyalty, of being disciplined, structured, organized, timely, so forth and so on. Those are all considered traits to a good leader. Now, within those traits, you have the ability to lead a group from resistance to actually wanting to do whatever it is that you set out to do. That's what those traits are there. Being able to build rapport quickly or build trust quickly. All those things help in being a leader, right? So good leaders possess those traits, at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. Now, what's the difference between a good leader and a great leader? Okay, glad you asked. A great leader possesses a trait that a good leader does not. Do you know what that is? Okay. Well, some of you know what it is and some of you don't. So let me just tell you. A great leader possesses self-awareness. Yes, self-awareness. It seemed to be, self-awareness, so simple. But it is simple, but it's something that many people just do not actively participate in. So I'm able to, have you ever met a person who can tell you about everybody else? Oh, this person is this and that person is that. And this person don't seem to have this together. And they don't see all this here. That's because they have a gift to be able to see others, right? And most of us possess this gift. Now, I believe that most of us possess the gift of self-awareness. It's just dormant, meaning it's sleeping. It's time to wake that gift up, because that gift is what is going to set you apart from being a good leader to a great leader. So in my journey right now, I am on the road of becoming a great leader, because right now I'm just a good leader. So I created this thing called S.O.S. That's an acronym, right? And we all know when we see S.O.S., or some of us know, that that's a call for help. So S.O.S. stands for, ready? Spots of self-evaluation. Okay, spots of self-evaluation. So what we do with spots of self-evaluation is we do just that. We have spots of self-evaluation. Now, for me, I am in the spots of every 3 months, right? But when I started, it was daily. Daily, I had to do a spot of self-evaluation. and then it continues to grow. So wherever you are in this journey, be okay with that. Some people will have to do it daily. Some people have to do it 3 or 4 times a day. Some people weekly, monthly, so forth and so on. Okay. So in the spots of self-evaluation, I created this as a mirror of what happens when you're on a job. Now, on a job, you have a work performance evaluation. And some jobs would do twice a year and some would do once a year. Now, the purpose of this job performance evaluation is to see where you are, to see your areas of strength and your areas of weakness, and then give you a resolve to help you become stronger in those weak areas. One, to benefit the organization, and two, to benefit you, be that monetary raise or just a position raise, whatever that may be on that job. So the purpose is you'll go in, you'll have this evaluation, they'll do something called measurement, right? Well, they would measure you on a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being the greatest performance, 1 being the least, right? And so they will, underneath each category, there will be a list of things that you are supposed to do or they would like you to do in that position. And they will rate you. Toward the end of the evaluation, let's say if you can get a 50, you'll have a number over 50, which means that's where you're rated, okay? So you may rate 20 over 50, some 50 out of 50, which means there is, no area of improvement. You're just doing a wonderful job. So I mirrored that to create something for self-improvement, right? And I wanted to share that with you. So it's an SOS, it's a call for help, and it's called Spots of Self-Evaluation. So this happens every 3 to 6 months. And so I created a format. Now, with my clients, I use this format because it's very helpful for myself and I want to help them too. So I won't go through the entire format because it will be way too long of a video, but I want you to get the gist of it. So for example, one of the things that I wrote down on my SOS sheet is my formula of life. And it has 4 categories for myself, right? So you can actually personalize your SOS, right? And so one of them is, am I protecting my peace? Another one is, did I steal anything? Another one, am I grateful in the midst of storms? And then the last one is, did I maintain my position, right? So for example, I'll use something, did I steal anything? For me as a believer, that's very important because I know that I was given certain fruits of the spirits, right? Peace, love, joy, all those different things. So those things belong to me. They're rightfully mine. So anytime I do something outside of that, for example, something that was a very big challenge all of my life was anger. So anytime I start to dabble anywhere and take ownership of anger, now I just scored lower than I should because I stole something. Because anger is not mine. I took ownership of it. So that's stealing. So just giving you an example, right? So for you, your formulas of life has to be things that you have had difficulty with in your life. And under each subject, you'll put things that can kind of live up to that thing. So did I steal anything? I'm looking for, did I operate in anger today? Did I operate in frustration today? Those things. So all those things comes down to, have I stolen anything, right? And so that's what we want to do. So on top of that, the other thing that is very, very important is for you to rate yourself. So you can do what an acronym is called SUDS, SUD''S, which stands for Subjective Unit Distress. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, I want to rate, did I steal anything? So I may have stolen anger on Monday and stolen irritation on Tuesday, right? So I know that my SUDS will probably be a 4 out of 10, because I took ownership of something I wasn't supposed to. I hope this is making sense to you. And if it doesn't, just comment below and say, hey, Miss B, can you do a video explain this portion? Because you may have gotten the entire gist of what I'm saying, but maybe a portion wasn't clear. Or if you don't want to comment, or if you do comment and you just want to see me, you could always go on my website and do a consultation, which is free. And it's only 15 minutes, but it can just give you, if you want to ask me some questions, you're more than free to do that. So my consultation is not limited to, I want therapy and I want to know about therapy. If you just have a question, please go on, schedule a consult, and we can have a conversation. 15 minutes though, okay? All right, so I hope you guys are getting this. I am going to challenge you so that I can wrap this video up because it's really too long. So I apologize in advance for those who I've just bored. And I'm very grateful to those who actually receive what I'm saying, because this is all about self-growth, okay? Going from a scattered puzzle to a completed one. My clients know what I mean by that. So I challenge you to create an SOS for yourself. I challenge you not only to create the SOS for yourself, but literally sit down and look at what it is that you need to work on, how you need to get to where you need to get so that you can improve yourself, and you can become a great leader, okay? So again, I know this was super long, but I hope that you got something from it. Don't forget, like, subscribe. If you subscribe, please hit the notification button, because then you'll get every time I make a new video, okay? So like, subscribe, share, comment. If you are looking to see another video on something else, don't be afraid to say, hey, can you do a video on this? Because this is something that I've always wanted to hear, and I want to hear your perspective. I would gladly pull a video together, because this is about helping one another, And so this is what I love to do in my passion. So my I choose shakers and movers, you know what we do around these parts. Yeah, stay free.